Hello, everybody. Greg here, and it really means a lot that you joined me today for this big announcement. I won't be answering a question in this edition of Optimal Living Advice, but instead I'm here to tell you about how and where I will be taking your questions for the next while. Now, some of you may know that I also host Optimal Relationships Daily, another show in the OLD network. Over there, I narrate really great blogs and books that cover everything from tips on improving relationships to what some of the latest research says about relationships. That show is 7 days a week, and for a few months now, on Saturdays, I've been sharing some of the older OLA episodes that address relationships, so that ORD can have a nice balance of learning about relationship building strategies and then seeing them put to place with real-life listener questions. It's been easy to find episodes to share there because if you've been listening to this for a while, you know that relationships come up a lot here on the show. So, because the response there has been so good with those Saturday Q&As, we've decided to try merging the two shows. What this means going forward is that I'll be answering all of your new relationship questions on Optimal Relationships Daily. And as for questions you guys send me that aren't about relationships, I'll actually be answering those in our weekly newsletter. So, a couple of things that I can't stress enough. First, this is something we are experimenting with, meaning that Optimal Living Advice is not being deleted, but rather it is on a hiatus. We've got 266 episodes, and they'll still be in your podcast feed. Second, I love answering your questions, and I am still going to be doing it. So please do continue emailing them in, whatever they're about, to advice@oldpodcast.com. Say it once more, advice@oldpodcast.com. I look at all the emails, I get back to everyone, and 99% of the questions are featured on the show. And the few that don't get featured, I still answer in our email exchange. My door is always open for you guys, and that is not changing. So, if you love OLA as much as I do, well, first of all, back off because this is my baby, not yours. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, if you love this show, then go ahead and subscribe to Optimal Relationships Daily if you haven't already, where you can hear from me 7 days a week, sharing relationship information and putting it to practice when I answer listener questions like I do here. I also ask you to join our email list, which currently sits at around 20,000 strong. I'll be answering listener questions there too, in addition to a lot of cool updates about the shows and what we're up to behind the scenes. We also run book giveaways there. We feature photos that you guys send to us. It's really fun. It's really interactive. And frankly, it's the only email list I've ever been on that I actually look forward to each week. So, your questions are still getting answered, just in a couple of new places for the time being. I love you all. I can't wait to see what questions you continue to bring me, and I'm excited to share them on 2 new platforms so as to reach even more people that can benefit from hearing the answers and identifying with the struggles that they share with others. Every time you guys send questions in, it truly does help a lot more people than you would think. That I promise you. So, keep sending them in, as always, to advice@oldpodcast.com. And I'll look forward to seeing you on Optimal Relationships Daily and in the weekly newsletter, which you can join by visiting oldpodcast.com. Have a good start to your week, guys. I'll talk to you later.